Hello and welcome to Woodfork Law, and today we're going to be talking about some of the ramifications of having a criminal record. And the reason why I bring this up and the reason why I'm going to talk about today is because there's a new law in Arizona that will allow you to seal a criminal record if it qualifies within different parameters. But I guess the purpose of this video today is to give you information on why you would want to get your record sealed and what the problems are with the criminal record when you're trying to get a job. As of this recording in May of 2023, I believe the unemployment rate is about 3.4%, which means it's really, really low. That means that most of the people who want a job have found a job. And so now the employers, they're out there, looking for employees to work. And so they can kind of pick and choose who they want to hire. But if they see somebody with a criminal record, they're going to be less likely to hire them. Some jobs, basically, the minute they see a criminal record, they're not going to hire them. Like if it's you're working with kids or vulnerable adults, things like that. There's some jobs that once they see that you've been convicted of a crime, no matter what the crime is, they're not going to hire you. There's also other employers who are, it's not, once they see the criminal record, they're not saying, well, we're not going to hire you at all. But a lot of times they'll be more hesitant to hire somebody with a criminal record just because there could possibly be liability down the road, or they think that there could be liability down the road, and they just don't want to take the chance. With a lot of the different requirements that CEOs have and companies have, and they have reporting requirements, maybe to the SEC or whoever. A lot of times what they have to do is they have to make sure that they don't open themselves up to liability. And one of the ways that they could open themselves up to liability is possibly hiring somebody with a criminal record. And then it's like I said, if there's a problem with like the company or the company gets sued, then the lawyers who are suing the company, they will look at the company and say, why did you hire this person who was convicted of fraud 10 years ago, and now they've embezzled a bunch of money at the company. So that's what the fear is for the employers. That's why if they see a criminal record, they see you have a criminal record, they're going to be less likely to hire you. Another point is that even if it doesn't affect you, even if you work for yourself and you don't really need to have to fill out job applications and say that you've been convicted of a crime, even if the job that you're in doesn't, they don't care if you've been convicted of a crime. Some people just don't want that shadow of having a old mistake, kind of in their brain. Especially like the DUI cases that I've been dealing with here for 23 years. Usually that's the only time people have been in trouble with the law. And so it's a one-time mistake. They did their time, they paid their fines, and they got over it, 15 years ago. And so, now, like I say, even though that record is not affecting them directly, they still think about it, and they still, they're embarrassed about it or ashamed about it. They sometimes, some of my clients, they'll talk to their kids about it, just to kind of scare the kids straight. But it is still kind of weighing on their mind, and that's why they'd want to get the criminal record off the books. And so those are basically the three reasons, anyway, that I can think of. One, it's that some employers won't hire you at all if you have a criminal record. Two, some companies will be hesitant to hire somebody with a criminal record because of liability. And three, some people just don't want to have just the shadow or have it in their brain that they were convicted of a criminal case way back when. And so thankfully, like I said, if you live in Arizona, now there's a way to erase that criminal record off the books. And so you don't have to deal with it anymore. When you go into an employer, you can say, no, you've never been convicted of a crime. And also, as far as your own consciousness, you'll know that your record has been wiped clean. and you have no more conviction here in Arizona. And why that's important is because this new law allowing you to erase your criminal conviction just started in January of 2023. Before, you could only file a motion to set aside the penalties of the conviction, but it never really erased it off the books completely. So now people who live in Arizona with a conviction in Arizona can get that erased from the books. So again, if you're in the job market, if you're looking for jobs, you might want to get that criminal record off the books, so that you can, that's one less thing to worry about basically when you're applying for a new job. And so if you have any questions about getting your conviction erased or sealed, contact our law firm here. You can contact my firm at woodforklaw.com. That's my website, just basically woodforklaw.com. On my website, we have tons of information, tons of articles on this new motion to set aside your conviction. And so if you have any questions, you can send me write a comment, or you can put a comment down in the comments down here under this video, or you can give me a phone call. My number's all over the website. And so hopefully that'll answer any questions you have if you're looking to basically get a new lease on life. If you want to, seal your record and have all the different job opportunities open for you. So thank you for watching. If you would, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell for all updates. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.